What's up, you guys? Today we have a very special car here, well, especially in Sweden, because this car here is one of one here in Sweden. And the car itself maybe isn't that special in the States or in Korea or, well, well, it's a Hyundai Veloster N. Tell us a little bit about your car. What makes it special for you?
Okay, so this is my 2019 Hyundai Veloster N. So far it's the only one in Sweden, which makes it special of its own. But I guess to me it's special because I've driven so many famous places all over the western US, whether it's Pacific Coast Highway, all over LA, and I've driven it coast to coast from California to Baltimore. And also driven Tail of the Dragon in Tennessee, which not many here can claim. So it's very special to me because of all the experiences I've had with it.
Well, I have no clue what the Dragon 129 is, and probably do my viewers has no clue as well. So, what's Dragon 129?
So Tail of the Dragon is, I'd call it the Nürburgring of the US, since just like the Nürburgring, it's a public road where all the Americans go to try the limits of their cars and enjoy some corners. So it's in the Smoky Mountains of Tennessee, though the end of the road is in North Carolina. So thankfully I can claim that the car's been in North Carolina, although it's down like 600 meters, but it still counts. But I was really happy that I could fit it in our drive, and claim that I've done, well, basically the Nürburgring of the US, and then hopefully I'll get the real Nürburgring on the other side next year, once it gets a little warmer.
So, well, cars are usually money pits. How about this car? Did you spend a lot of money on it? Well, maybe not here in Sweden, because, well, it's like day one of you driving this car, mostly, but back in the US, did you spend a lot of money?
In the US, no. I'd say this is very cheap for what it is. But importing it to Sweden, the import fee was a massive hurdle. But other than that, no. It's a cheap car to run, very cheap to insure, actually, surprisingly so. So, well, I guess the answer is yes. I have spent a lot of money on it, though. Except for mods, I probably don't have to spend a lot of money on it in the future.
So, well, you mostly spent all the money on the car by taking it to Sweden.
Yeah, exactly.
So mods and everything else is like mostly zero.
Well, I just have a stiffer sway bar in the back. Other than that, no. I didn't want to do any expensive mods because number one, it could be a reason for them failing the car in a registration inspection. And also, I knew I had the import fees that I had to pay, so I didn't want to spend any money on it before I knew exactly what that was going to be.
Where or how did you find your passion for cars?
I must have been born with it. My mother usually jokes that I learned how to say Saab and Volvo before I even said Dad, so it's just something that I'm born with. And then my father bought a Lotus sports car, and we went to some tracks, and that's when my passion grew. And then eventually he bought me a go-kart, and started driving more on tracks with that, and eventually started racing. So but it basically started from birth, and then we've just built on it, and now it's all tracks, all about tracks and all about racing. This is original. That's original from a Hyundai. That's nuts. Well, first impression of your car is, well, it's clean. And, well, it's
super dark, but you have your girlfriend here.
Yeah, sorry. So she is Californian. She's still in California, but we're looking at perhaps moving her here.
And well, she likes cold.
I guess we'll find out.
True, true. So, well, let's try a pull. Private road. Private road.
Mexico.
Yeah, Mexico. In this case, Autobahn.
Yeah,
it's
right.
closest.
But the car's not that fast. That was only 60 kilometers an hour.
Yeah, 60. only 60. And well, really have to excuse the sun, but unfortunately I cannot move the sun. I would if I could, but well, I can't. Well, the suspension is kind of hard on this car, but hopefully the camera won't shake that much. Well, it's more problem with the brightness. So, well, how much miles per gallon, or well, here in Sweden we have a kilometer per liter, or well, yeah, 1 liter per.
So I got it down to, it's so terrible, I think it's 0.8 liters per Scandinavian mile. So 10 kilometers?
Yeah, so 10 kilometers on 0.6?
No, 0.8.
0.8. It's,
But that's doing 110 kilometers an hour.
that's very good, because well, my car can't go under 1.2. That's
quite a lot.
Yeah. Well, I didn't make it any better by installing 20-inch rims and well, yeah. So, well, my fault. 0 to 100 kilometers per hour, or 0 to 60 miles per hour.
I think the really good drivers do it in like 5.4 seconds. So me, way closer to 6. That's not really the point of this car. The point of this car is cornering tracks, preferably short tracks. So 0 to 60 is never really something that interests me, hence why I bought a front-wheel drive car.
But it is quick.
Yeah, no, it's quick enough, I'd say.
Well, how many horsepower and torque? Well, let's say the torque in Newton.
I actually don't know, but I think it's 260 pound-feet.
Ah, well, Preffs, or well, me, Rasmus, remember to put the conversion in in text here.
But it is 275 horsepower.
265.
275.
275. That's a lot for 1,300 kilograms.
Yeah. It's.
That's actually a lot. Closer to 300 horsepower and 1.3 thousand kilograms. That's a lot.
The goal is to put some kind of tune on it, or somehow just figure out the best way to make it get like 320 horsepower reliably, to be closer matched to the Type R.
Well, I actually think this car beats the Type R.
In acceleration? Or?
Yeah, acceleration, because well, the Type R is bigger and looks heavier.
Yeah, I'm not sure about the weight of the Type R. Just know it has more power.
Maybe I can
Usually
type it here as well. Who knows, if I remember. Final thought about this car. We've been driving here for 5-10 minutes on an open road, and it's smooth. Feels like an ordinary car when you, well, drive it normally, and well, it's smoother than my own Audi A4. Might have something to do with my coilovers and big ass freaking rims. Might have something to do with that. Not a single kilometer over 70.
As I said, it's not that fast.
Not that fast.
0 to 100 kph in 100 seconds, right?
Yeah, of course. Like every other car we have on the channel. Especially mine. It's slow as hell. So, final question for you. Is this your dream car, or if it's not, which car is it?
Well, no, $30,000 Hyundai is surprisingly not my dream car. Although it does very well for $30,000, I'm very happy with it. But my absolute dream car would be a manual Aston Martin Vantage.
Ooh, these ones are.
It has to be manual though.
Yeah. That's just sick to be an original. Well, maybe someday we can have a fun car like that on the channel as well. One of one in Sweden. Hyundai Veloster N. That's a super neat car actually, and well, let's end the video here by saying thank you for letting me film your car and everything.
Absolutely, thank you for having me.
Yeah, and hopefully now I maybe can drive some US traffic to my channel as well. Fingers crossed. Look at this, guys. So here we have a door, right? And I don't want to be a retard now, but where is the door here? It's literally 3 doors.